Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and today we're having a Phoenix shave. So, today's shave is with Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Future Fiction, and they call this the fun size. This is their sample size, which is about twice the size of most samples I buy. So when the winner gets this one, you're going to notice a difference. That's about 10 shaves worth, not 5. And obviously, I've taken one scoop out, so there's like 9 shaves left in it. So that'll be in the next giveaway, of course. And the razor of the day is the new Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Cygnus copper razor handle, top cap, but a type of plastic, like acetate or something, plastic for the base plate. So a little something different. Made in America. So it comes with a made in America price, yes. This is $265 for this razor. Made in America, that's what you get. If it was China, it'd be $150. But yeah, this is an American-made razor, so yes. So something to be said for that. So yes, so I appreciate that. So Phoenix people, thank you. So it's been an enjoyable week so far. And it's still, for me, it's still a discovery week. So we're going to do more discovering today. This is my 4th shave with this razor. And we're going to change the blade again. First 2 shaves on this razor last Sunday and Tuesday were with the Astra Green, or what they call it, the platinum blade there. And then my last shave on Thursday was with the Gillette Silver Blue, which is what's in there now that we're going to take out. So let's show you that. Unscrewing the handle, nice little handle like that. So instead of an indent or any grooves, they jet out. So it's like the little groovy parts jet out a bit. Nice heft to this razor. I do enjoy the weight of this razor very much, and it does stand on its end. I like that, especially when you're spending premium money. I like that. Here's the base plate. It almost looks like it wants to go upside down, but of course they're printing there, so that has to be exposed, so it kind of tells you that's the part that shows out. So that is where the slots, see the slots, it's not pegs. I like slots way better. Taking off that Gillette Silver Blue blade, because we're going to bump it up another notch today. I first reports that I was reading about this and watching videos on was that this was not the most mild, it was a step above, and so it wasn't the most mild, it was more towards medium, and for me, not quite enough. So we're going to step it up again today. So there's what the top cap looks like on the bottom side, putting that down for a minute. Show you the blade. We're going to put in a feather blade. This is my first use on a feather. I do not particularly care for first uses on a feather. So we're going to do what I like to do with feather blades nowadays before I use it the first time. We're going to cork it. So let's show you how to do that. I'm just taking it out of the paper now. It's only a single layer of plastic, but it's not horrible on the, I see a little spotted glue thing. Didn't really hold it in there too much, but not overly so fine. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to hold it like this, pinching it from the center so I don't cut myself, because yeah, feather blades are very sharp. Here's my cork off of a whiskey bottle. That's, yeah, Woodford Reserve top cap, or cork. So I'm only going to do this once, and you say, oh, you're dulling the blade. No, well, I'm actually kind of deburring the blade. So to me, these are not smooth straight out of the wrapper at first shave. The first shave is not a smooth shave. So we're going to help that a little bit. So we're going to just run it along here once. Let me see, come along the edge. Come on, slide it through there. There we go. There's one. Just going to do it once. And I've done it up to like 5 times when I first tried experimenting with it and all that, especially with the feathers. But I find that one is enough. There we go. So I've done it one time, just slid it through there. Will it dull it? Probably a slightest amount, probably a little bit, but it also deburrs, so it smooths the blade out. That's what we're looking for. When I say deburring, we're smoothing it. It's like if you snow ski, deburring your skis, what you do with a stone and all that. Same idea. So let's put I'm trying to hold this up high enough where the camera is. It's awful high for me. You notice the camera is just about face high, so yeah. Being very careful so I don't cut myself with that blade. Let's hold it on the ends. Now, guys, let's flip this around here. And I did, of course, have the unboxing video for this. Was it last week when I got it? Whatever. Snug it down a little bit. And then there is a little recess that this goes down into. So yeah, really no need for a gasket. And because it's basically a plastic base plate, I wouldn't use one anyway. So it's like, but nice touch that they did that. Loving this, and let me show you this. No overhang, none. Love it. And the blade is not hard to get off. So yes, that's what it looks like. Can you see what it says underneath there? It says, of course, it says the Cygnus there on top. What does it say on the bottom? I'm trying to strain to read that. It says Phoenix Shaving. Okay, cool. So that's it. Nice heft to that. Really looking forward to this shave too with this blade. I'm turning on my hot water in the sink because I want to warm up my brush. That has been soaking. I'm using a badger brush today, so it was soaking for several minutes. Then I put it in the sink because I want to warm it up again. While I'm doing that, let me show you. I've got the Skuttle. The water's in there. Let me put my finger so it doesn't dump out. There's about 3/4 of a teaspoon of water over the soap that I've already smushed out. While that's warming up, let's show you the soap. Of course, the one scoop out. Scent is nice. Scent is quite nice. Let me put this down here. We'll put this back, setting that aside because it goes in the next giveaway. So let's talk about the scent profile. They call it the palette, so we'll call it the palette. And glasses so I can see this. There we go. Turn that for a sec. So the fun size. We're gonna put This size is $4.95 for this sample size. The full 4-ounce size is $20.95. So on that, it's $5.25.5 whatever per ounce. So in that $5 range, which is where I kind of find a lot of the soaps I like, that I find are just a touch above. So it's got some nice ingredients. It's a vegan soap. There is no tallow in this at all. Oh, so that means I should hate it. Well, actually, no. They do a good job. So there's a lot of good stuff in their soap. So yes, I say that tallows are my absolute favorites. Does that mean that this isn't a top favorite? No, this actually is too. This is probably my favorite non-tallow soap. So yeah. So yes, I do like all kinds of soaps, and I like this soap. I've been using this soap not since the very, very beginning, but close to it. So I've been doing this for 15 plus years, and probably 12 plus of those years I've been using the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements soap. So I think they had just turned, the name used to be How to Grow a Mustache was the company name, and they just changed it to Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements about the time. So whenever the year that was, that's kind of when I started using their products. Now, let's talk about that palette. It got away from me. White musk, white pepper, Haitian vetiver, hibberwood, honey amber, and peppermint. Peppermint. Now it's maybe sounds, so to get some things going on there that you think would repel each other. No, they kind of, Douglas Mai and their friend, they've done a good job with this. That is a nice scent. There's some sweetness, not overly sweet, and some woodiness, but not overly woodsy. So this is more of a balanced, kind of mellow, kind of nice. This is just a nice scent. It's not like in your face in any direction from the woodsy to the sweet. It's not. It's blended well. I enjoy that scent very much. I kick myself now that I did not buy the matching aftershave sample to go with this sample. I should have. It's like hindsight is 2020. So I will use at the end. I will use my absolutely all-time favorite scent. Period, which happens to be a Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements scent. So yeah, you'll see that at the end. So for now, turn this back on. Let me show you this is a, who is this? This is Bobby Moffett. This is, what do you call it? Sawdust Creations. Is that what this is? Yeah, Sawdust Creations. Bobby Moffett, the owner of the company there, makes these things. You see this, it's the wood and the acrylic, the blue acrylic, and then he turns it, so it's like this, kind of cool. This one's got a minimal amount of acrylic versus the wood and all that, but his work is just second to none. And then, yes, this is my favorite brush. Yeah, it's got a good handle, but this knot is phenomenal. I've got Himalayan Badger, and this thing, I think, no, not Himalayan, I forget what it's called, but basically it's a silver tip. It's their, step above silver tip, and it's wonderful. Okay, there we go. That's enough. Then we give it a couple of shakes. Shake, done. Leaving that water in there. We're going to make this, so there's a little more than usual amount of water in the brush, and there's 3/4 ounce still in there. I'm not pouring out. We're going to use that, and we're going to start my 250 swirls. So let's get busy. First 50. Okay, it's starting to suds up. It's starting. And yes, I've been on a kick where I've been using much more water, and so I kind of really don't have to add any because I put in a good amount from the beginning. So I haven't really had to do that since I've started doing it this way instead. So next 50. Okay, yeah, that's coming up, but it's still a frothy type lather at this point. It's very frothy, so it's not anywhere near ready to use yet. So I'm going to knock it down off the edges, and I'm going to reverse direction just for comfort, and next 50. Okay, it's becoming less frothy, and it is building more. So yeah, it's doing a good job. It's coming along nicely. I'm trying to keep it in the bowl, but it's getting frothy, so it's really hard to control that if it starts coming out. But yes, really getting there. Nice, yes. It's getting peaky, you see. So yes, I'm going to do another 50 because I always do 250. I want to be consistent when I show you. So let's do the last 50. There we go, last 50, there we go. Pop that down there, we are ready. It's peaky, it's nice, so there we go, nice moist lather. So it's not overly firm and stiff. It's got that extra amount of moisture in there, so yeah, that's gonna be good. And I wanted to point my window because I never pointed out, because yeah, the window's in the background, that's my backyard. I got a big front yard and a small backyard. And there's a little bit of whiteness on the ground from the ice storm we had last week. And we were supposed to get a snow starting today. We're supposed to start between 7 and 9, whatever. It's going on 10 o'clock now, and still no snow. I was trying to time this so there would be a nice, snow coming down in the background, which we don't see much in North Carolina. That's why I wanted to kind of show it, but yeah, it didn't work. So I got impatient. I gotta get my shave on. So let me just pause and wash my face. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Just wash the face here with my Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Pre-Shave Soap Cube. That's kind of what I always use for my pre-shave to prepare the whiskers for a shave. And because I need to, it's not a extra thing. It's like I really do need to prepare my beard. These silver whiskers need to be hydrated and softened for the shave. Probably didn't have to do that so much before you get the gray whiskers. When you get those, yeah, you want to do that. It's like, I absolutely have to. It's a much more enjoyable shave when I do. So yes. And that's what it's about, having an enjoyable shave. So it's not a drudgery. For me, this is not a drudgery anymore. I enjoy shaving because it's a nice process. I'm taking the extra time on the weekend. It's Saturday, so yeah, it's not a weekday shave. But first pass is with the green. I say this is not a razor to be afraid of. Let's say I'm putting a full feather blade in there to try it out. Because my whiskers like a little more aggression. I know some people avoid using the word aggression with shaves. I know that's what we always used to say, and other people, they don't like to say that as far as the efficiency. To me, I don't give the word aggression a negative connotation. For me, it's a positive thing. So yeah, so I don't have any qualms about you saying that word. This is quite smooth, quite nice. And have I not corked the blade first, it would not be this smooth, I'm sure. And if I wasn't videoing this, I might have tried it without corking it first just to see how rough it would be, especially with the razor with weight in and all that. I might have tried it just to see, but I'm telling you, I'm glad I did because I'm enjoying this now. I'm not getting that roughness that I get from that blade, which would just take away from the razor and the experience, and I want to do that. This is a nice razor, premium razor, and it should be a good experience. And yes, it's copper, which will patina. It is not treated. It will patina. It's meant to. You could I'll polish it if you want. I own metal polish. I don't probably plan on using it on this at all, but because I say I like the patina, I'd show you that in my unboxing video for it. There we go. Soap is nice. Strength-wise on the face, not overly strong for a Phoenix. So I was like, yeah, this is all right. I'd call this probably a 3 or a 4 out of 10 as far as strength on the face. At the bottom of me, some soap there too. And yes, without it having any, no exposure on that end, it means the blade is more recessed inside. So coming up tight under the nose takes a little bit more work. But to me, I'd rather have that little more work coming underneath the nose like this than getting sliced in the nose with a tab sticking out. So yes, to me, a really good trade-off. This blade combo is working for me. That first Astro blade was not working for me at all. I mean, I tried the first 2 shades with it and decided, yeah, that was too mild. Went to my trusted Gillette Silver Blue. Still not quite there. So that's why I went to the Feather today. And yeah, by past 3 we'll see. But right now I'm enjoying this Feather blade in this razor. Because see, it's not an overly aggressive razor. For me, this is definitely one you could use every day. I don't currently shave every day. I shave 4 days a week. So I do like to take more aggression. Now when I retire here in a few years, I may go back to a daily shave because I have the time and can and all that. So I might. So the razor like this would be nice. And you say you can always adjust the aggression there too with the razor you choose to use in it. Yes, I see I got a couple of nicks there. And again, this is week 1. This is only shave 4 of this razor. And yes, it's got a feather in it on the first use. And yeah, I got just got to get it down where it's like second nature to shave with it. But I'm enjoying this razor. I am enjoying this. Past 3 is against the grain. So smooth, so nice on that against the grain. Sometimes you'll get a razor and it's a workhorse on the 3rd pass because it's like eating it all up in the 3rd because it didn't take enough off in the first 2 passes. This is not that way. This is, if you tell it took it off in 3rds because it's doing a great job on the 3rd pass. It's not overly whiskers left or anything like that, and I didn't mean to go underneath the nose. I'm not gonna, just lightly take it off. I'm really clean it off. I'm not really shaving per se, just because I don't like to do a 3rd pass under the nose, so I just kind of lightly cleaned it off. How did I know that I didn't like the other 2 blades as much on this razor to know to keep going up? Well, I can tell you truthfully, it's the next day, it's the stubble that I see how much stubble is left right here on the chin after I come across, do all this stuff. When you're still, when I can see it significantly the next day, then I know that, yeah, it wasn't aggressive enough to get those whiskers down there on the chin. So that's kind of my litmus test. That's what I do. So I'm not feeling that problem per se. I think there was a little bit there in a couple of spots. So yeah, I just took it down really good. And there's a couple of spots right there I can feel. We'll get those. Yeah, we're still shaving. We'll get that. Yeah, up on the face is nice. It's not feeling like having to work hard. It's just efficient. Nice angles. It doesn't feel like it's going to bite me anywhere. You can definitely feel more aggression on the neck against the grain with this feather blade than I did the previous days shaving with it with the other blades. Up and over. I did not move my dandruff out of the way. And I kind of just added in a little buffing there too, so I'm not going to buffing pass it afterwards. I'm kind of there. I'm good. But there's a couple of minor, like I could, well, it's just razor's wet. We'll just get a couple spots. Yeah, good. There we go. We're good. Rinsing it off. Let me pause and wash the face. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Just to say, washed off the face with a warm washcloth and wiped the equipment down, put it aside. The razor's over here on my side to dry out on the counter there. And now let's put in a couple of splashes of cold water so we can use the alum. Okay, and I feel a couple of nicks there on the chin. When I was chasing it on the chin a little bit, I could feel it. There's some nicks on the chin there too. So yeah, that feather blade was doing its job. Feel it especially on the chin when I was chasing it a bit. But not overly so. Yeah, I get some stinging going on there. No, it's like, but it's like, yes, I was using a feather. They are not the smoothest things in the world. I know my buddy Steve raves about it. He loves that feather blade, but for me, it's just not there. It's just when I need extra sharpness, but it's not the smoothest that I kind of want to go with it. It's just not quite there. But it is sharp. It does that efficient job. There we go. That feels good. It's a little mild stinging here and there, but by doing that too, it's going to reduce the sting I get from doing the aftershave. Now, I'm going to show you my all-time favorite scent in an aftershave. Tops everything else I've got, and this is the number one as far as scent. And I got others I enjoy, but Phoenix makes for me, two of my top 5 scents. They're Phoenix. The Phoenix scents are they are second to none. There are other manufacturers who do a good job as well, but today we're talking about Phoenix and Dapper Doc. That's my all-time favorite. That's what we're using today. I don't have the aftershave. I've got the EDT cologne spray, whatever it is. Put that on there, put it on there. Yeah, go generous. It's my favorite. Love this stuff. Whoops, show you the label. There you go. Absolutely love. So you got to try this scent. If you're going to try Phoenix, I highly recommend this one. I really do. Maybe you'll hate it, but I absolutely love it. This stuff is fantastic. Shave itself, nice shave, nice close shave, efficient shave. Like that I stepped up to the feather. Not sure I do that all the time because it's like I might have gone like a step too much, or I'll just run it through the cork a second time. I could do that too. So that might be where, because for me the Gillette is just not quite there. Do you have any suggestions for a razor blade that's more aggressive, as you step up from the Gillette Silver Blue? For me, that's like a above medium aggressiveness, and where the feathers are like a top aggressiveness. Like, what's in between? You guys give me your thoughts on what's like an in between blade there too. Don't just be rambling off your favorite blade unless you know that blade is going to be more aggressive than the Gillette Silver Blue. So let me know. I'd be curious to see what you say. So with that, hope you liked. Please like and subscribe, and go with God.